Bear with me just a second, guys. Other computer is causing me problems. As always. Sean the Jedi Master, Chuck Nasty Sports. Thanks for chiming in, everybody. This is Don Blum, the Hall of Fame and more with Hall of Fame biography 299, William Terry, and we will do a trivia today as soon as I can get my other computer to cooperate with me. Loading up. Get the rest of this. I got so many windows open. Unpin from the taskbar. Close that one. Close that one. Should speed up the other window. Excuse me. I will wait. Try and do something through the end of this series here. Only got 3 cards in the first page of this binder for Bill Terry. I have 3 of his cards compared to some where I don't have any. Lisa had 3. His playing years, 1923 to 1936. This is from the Conlon collection. I believe that's a card number 64. That's a low number card with the New York Giants. And then the Cooperstown 2013, 1954 was his induction. And it's still giving me a hard time. So we are going to continue. Michael Hubers, hello from PCC. Michael Hubers III. Did you happen to look up my son yet? Remember, he works at PCA, Pacific Christian Academy. If you're familiar with the PCA there, right next door to the college. He's a music teacher there. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that to you, but thanks for popping in there, Michael. Appreciate you stopping by. Let me get everybody that's in here. And for now, because I can't use my other computer, I got to keep track of the time here. So we got 2:03. We've got, let me go in, and early bird. Okay, just so everybody does know, we have 100 entries into the October-November giveaway. So let me get in here real quick while we're waiting for the times to roll by here. I have not run into him, but if I do, I'll be sure to say hi. Thanks, there, Michael. Yeah, that'd be cool. Again, he keeps pretty busy teaching at the academy, but he does make it over to PCC sometimes, and you might even bump into him maybe in chapel or in the church services if you're in the neighborhood. Okay, I think I've got about a minute. I can see the time at least on my other computer. Let me get everybody here real quick. And when it gets there, I will go. So we got Sean, the Jedi Master. All right. And I got Chuck Nasty Sports. And I do see we are at 2:05, so I'm going to type that in the chat there. And the early birds there. We've got Bernie H. Bernie H. We got Michael Hubers. The third. I'll have to, if you end up winning one of my prizes for October, November there, Michael, I might have to get your address at PCC there so I can send anything you might win as a prize. I can mail it to you. Nice to get mail when you're in college sometimes, especially when this is your first year in college, right? Okay. So, yeah, this is not being cooperative. I can't even get my monthly giveaway loaded up. Oh, no, it's loaded up. It just says it's still spinning for some reason. Let's see. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. That'll stop everything from spinning. Don't really need Facebook here. There, if I just leave my active pages, maybe it'll finally load up. All right, so we've got Bernie H with a 2 plus. We've got Chuck with a 2 plus. We got Michael Huber with a 2 plus. And we've got Sean the Jedi with a 2 plus. That gives us 4 more people for today. We are going to get into our trivia for today. It's going to be worth, trivia for today is going to be worth 7 points if you can get all 6 answers correct. If you can't get all 6 correct, depending on how many you get correct in order, that'll be how many entries you'll get. So it is a little bit of a tough one. Matter of fact, tell you what, if you get all 6 correct in the correct order, as in first, second, third, fourth, and fifth, if you get all 6 in the correct order, I will give you 10 points because this is going to be a tough one. Then, if not, however many you get correct, the most, we'll get that. Did you count me? Space Case cards. Oh, Space Case. I thought I did earlier. With a 2 plus. Okay, I got you there, Space Case. Space Case, Sean the Jedi, Michael Hubers, Chuck Nasty Sports, and Bernie H. I got everybody included now. But thank you there, Space Case. Appreciate it. I don't know why I did that. But let's go with what we've got here. One more time, see if it'll load up. If it doesn't, that's fine. So, baseball oddities for today, Thursday, October the 10th, 2024. The baseball birthdays are Wally Berger, Gene Tennis, Troy Tulowitzki, and Juris Familia. And it is the title for today's trivia is Baseball Oddities. Rank the following pitchers by their win-loss percentage against the New York Yankees. Okay, so I'm going to go A through F, and we'll list off all of the pitchers first. A is Smokey Joe Wood. B is Willie Mitchell. C is Roy Halladay. D is Addie Joss. E is Babe Ruth. And F is Bernie Boland. Okay. Start the trivia. No. We'll do that. Start the trivia now. You can start your guessing now. No more than 5 minutes for this one. and then we'll get into our biography for the day. Okay, again, the pitchers in order A through F are Smokey Joe Wood, that was A. B is Willie Mitchell. C is Roy Halladay. D is Addie Joss. E is Babe Ruth. And F is Bernie Boland. So with these 6 pitchers, you need to rank the pitchers by their win-loss percentage against the New York Yankees. So I guess if Space Case is putting it in that way, is that C is 1, F-E-D, C-Fedba? It's C-Fedba. So that would mean first is C. That is wrong. Second is F. That is wrong. E is third. That's wrong. D is fourth. That's wrong. B is fifth, and that's wrong. And sixth is A, and that's wrong. So every one of those are wrong, Space Case. Maybe you got them in the wrong order. I don't know for sure. But like I said, it is a tough one. We will go until 2:15. So we've got 3 more minutes. C-F-E-D-B-A. Yeah, you didn't even get one correct. But that's okay. But that's why I said this is a tough one. But if you can get all 6 in the correct order, you'll get 10 entries for the October-November giveaway. Remember, tomorrow we'll be doing our September-October giveaway. Let's see. D is not first. A is not second. E is not third. B is fourth. B is fourth. C is not fifth. And F is sixth. So, Bernie, you've got 2 correct. Bernie's in the lead right now with 2 correct. Bernie got 2. Okay. Anybody else? We still got about a minute left. We'll have about a minute left. Okay. Not quite 15. As it is, I'll end it. Okay. Then let me check with cards in my car with our Posada. Let's see how many. So far, Bernie's in the lead with 2 correct. Cards in my car's got 1 correct so far. Well, since this was a tough one, Bernie got 2 correct, and Cards in My Car with R. Posada. Oh, did you have 2 guesses there? Cards in Your Car with EA. Okay, let me check your other one first there, Cards. I didn't realize you had 2 up there. Let me get the first one first. Hmm? Okay, yes. I guess my first guess, I had E up there twice. Oh, no problem. Yes, both of you got 2, so I'm going to give you each 2 points for the trivia since that was a tough one. At least we had people that tried. So 2 for Bernie and 2 for Cards. Two plus two. All right. So I will go through and show you the answers. We will set that aside for the end of stream. So our baseball oddities. So first was Babe Ruth. Second was Addie Joss. So it was 1E, 2D Addie Joss, 3C Roy Halladay, 4B Willie Mitchell, 5A Smoky Wood, and 6F Bernie Boland. Okay, got them on the back here. E with a 1E had a 17-5 record, a 773 win-loss percentage. 2D was 25-9, a 735. 3C was an 18-7, 720. 4B with a 20-8, 714. 5A, 21-9 with a 700. 6F with a 16-6, 696. Other notables include Frank Larry with 28-13, 683. Ed Walsh, 38-19, 667. And Jim Palmer, 13-16, or 30-16 with a 652 percentage. Walter Johnson, who won 407 games over his career, had the most wins against the Yankees with 61 wins and 38 losses for a 616 percentage. That was pretty cool. And I don't mind giving the bonuses when it was something as tough as that. Hopefully you all enjoyed that in the show here. Let me take this, see if I can turn off the, I think I got to do it up here. Might come back on, but for now I got the overhead light turned off. The little ring light on my webcam hanging from the top of my computer. All right. So let's get into Bill Perry here. I won't be able to see the. Why is this not working? Let me try something real quick before I. There, that's still spinning. Let me see. I can get YouTube to load up here in a different. Maybe. Maybe it's loading up. Maybe it was just a link on that other one was not good. Okay. That way, if I at least get this on, I can keep an eye on the chat while we're doing the biography. That's why I do dueling computers. I do dueling computers. Okay. Let me switch over here. Okay. So Bill Terry is our Hall of Famer for today, and it is episode 299. Tomorrow will be 300, and it is going to be tomorrow Frank Thomas. And I do have a bunch of cards in the binder here for Frank Thomas, so we'll be going slowly through those pages as we do that tomorrow. William Harold Terry was born October 30th, 1898. It just kicked me off of Google Chrome. Hate when it does that. I'll still be in the blind. Forgive me for not being able to see your chat now. Try it one more time. See if I can. Nope, 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 and nope. All I care about right now is, okay, get you to load up. Please, please, please. Oh, good. Loading. Might have the chat here in a second, so I'll be able to keep an eye on it. And of course not. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Something happened. I don't know what my PC is doing here. I gotta do a restart on my PC, I think. It's being goofy. Anyway, William Harold Terry, October 30th, 1898, and passed away on January 9th, 1989, at the age of 90, and was an American professional baseball first baseman and manager. He played in Major League Baseball for the New York Giants from 1923 to 1936, and managed the Giants from 1932 to 1941. Terry was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1954. In 1999, he ranked number 59 on the Sporting News list of 100 greatest baseball players, and was a nominee for the Major League Baseball All-Century team. The Giants retired Terry's uniform number 3 in 1984, and it is posted on the facade of the upper deck in the left field corner of Oracle Park. Nicknamed Memphis Bill, he is most remembered for being the last National League player to hit 400, a feat that he accomplished by batting .401 in 1930. Okay, my computer is freezing now. It's not freezing, but it's frozen. It's thinking. So I'm getting upset with this, so I am going to turn my computer off. I'm going to turn my computer off and restart it while we're done this. As soon as I get into his playing career here momentarily. Just got to wait a few seconds and restart my computer. I make some noises here when it first turns on, but that'll go away shortly. All right. As far as his playing career, his early years, born in Atlanta, Terry made his professional baseball debut in 1915 at the age of 16. He began his career as a pitcher, playing for two separate minor league teams, the Newman Altas of the Georgia-Alabama League and the Dothan, Alabama-based Dothan Club of the Flag League. With Newman, he had a win-loss record of 7-1 with a 0.60 earned run average in 8 games. After starting 1916 with Newman, by the end of the year, he had moved up to the Class A Shreveport Gassers of the Texas League. And he again compiled impressive statistics for his new team, putting up a record of 6-2 with a 1.07 earned run average in 11 games with Shreveport. Terry spent all of 1917 with Shreveport with a record of 14-11, an earned run average of 3.00. By this time, he was also beginning to play more in the field, pitching in 40 games and appearing in 55 other games. After starting 1916 with Noonan, by the end of the year, he had moved up to the Class B Shreveport Gassers of the Texas League. He again compiled impressive statistics for his new team, putting up a record of 6-2 with a 1.07 earned run average in 11 games with Shreveport. Terry spent all of 1917 with Shreveport with a record of 14-11 and an earned run average of 3.00. By this time, he was also beginning to play more in the field, pitching in 40 games and appearing in 55 other games. After spending several years playing semi-professionally, Terry was picked up by the Toledo Mud Hens of the American Association in 1922, and he was now playing in Double-A, the highest minor league level at the time, and he was still pitching, putting up a 9-9 record in 26 games. His hitting was also starting to pick up. In 88 games with Toledo, Terry batted .336 with 14 home runs. In 1923, Terry had been converted into full-time first baseman. In 109 games with Toledo that year, Terry batted .377 with 15 home runs. This gained the notice of the Major League New York Giants, and on September 18th, they purchased his contract from the Mud Hens. And in an interesting coincidence, Freddie Lindstrom, another future Hall of Fame player, was also purchased by the Giants from the Mud Hens on the same day. All right, hold on a second. Let me see if it's... There we go. I'll let it continue to load up. I gotta log into my other computer. Starting out in the majors, Terry made his major league debut with the Giants on September 24th, 1923 in a game against the Cincinnati Reds. In that game, he pinch hit for the Giants pitcher Rosin Ryan for going 0 for 1. Terry did not play again until September 30th when he made his first appearance in the starting lineup against the Boston Braves. Terry got his first major league hit in that game, going 1 for 3 and scoring his first major league run. Terry finished the season with 1 hit in 7 at-bats in 3 games. Terry played all of 1924 in the Giants, backing up fellow future Hall of Famer George Kelly at first base for the pennant-winning team. Terry played in 77 games, 35 at first base, and the rest as a pinch hitter. He batted .239 with 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in. In the World Series against the Washington Senators, he batted .429, including a Game 1 home run off Walter Johnson. Into and out of the starting lineup. In 1925, the Giants' starting third baseman, Heine Groh, suffered an injury early in the season, forcing the team to juggle its lineup a bit. Starting second baseman, Frankie Frisch, was tried at third, but wound up spending most of the season shifting around in the infield. When Lindstrom was made the starter, Kelly was moved from first base to second, and Terry was installed as the starting first baseman. He hit .319 in 133 games with 11 homers and 70 home runs. In 1926, with Lindstrom established as the starter at the third, Frisch was reinstated at second, and Kelly moved back to first, sending Terry back to a reserve role. In addition to backing up Kelly, Terry played in 14 games in the outfield. This was the only season in which he played more than 1 game at a position other than first base. Overall, Terry played 98 games, batting .289 with 5 home runs and 43 runs batted in. In 1927, he had a breakout year. During the following offseason, the Giants made some major changes to their starting lineup. On December 20th, 1926, they traded Frisch and pitcher Jimmy Ring to the St. Louis Cardinals for Rogers Hornsby. Then on February 9th, they traded Kelly to the Reds for outfielder Ed Roosh, opening a spot once more for Terry in the starting lineup. Terry batted .326 in 1927 with 20 home runs and 121 runs batted in. He finished 13th in the voting for the Major League Baseball Most Valuable Player Award. And his days of being a backup were behind him for good. History in the making. Over the next 2 seasons, Terry continued to produce for the Giants, batting .326 again in 1928 with 101 runs batted in, and then .372 in 1929 with 117 runs batted in. In both years, he finished in the top 10 in the National League in a number of statistical categories, and in 1929, he finished third in Most Valuable Player Award voting. This led to what is generally considered Terry's best season ever in 1930. In 1930, Terry had a historic season. He finished first in the National League with a .401 batting average, the first player to hit over .400 since Roger Hornsby did in 1925. It is also the last time to date that anyone in the National League has hit .400. Only Ted Williams of the American League's Boston Red Sox in 1941 has hit .400 since. Terry also led the league with 254 hits, which is tied for the most in National League history with the Phillies' Lefty O'Doul's 254 in 1929. He also finished 5th in the league in on-base percentage with .452, 7th in slugging percentage, and 619th was sixth in runs scored with 139 runs, and led the league in putouts and assists by first baseman. While there was no official Most Valuable Player Award in 1930, Terry won the Sporting News Most Valuable Player Award. As far as player manager, okay. My word, one launch. I do not use one launch. When you close one launch. I hate when Microsoft wants to give you something you don't want. No, I don't want that one. I don't want that one. I just want this one. Probably going to open up a bazillion pages. When Terry never again reached the lofty heights of 1930, he had another excellent season in 1930-31. And he led the league in runs scored with 121 triples and 20 while batting .349 with 112 runs batted in. And he finished third in the new Baseball Writers Association American National League Most Valuable Player Award voting. He became the only Giants player as of 2014 to hit 2 doubles and 2 triples in a game when he did so against the Cincinnati Reds on September 13, 1931. In 1932, Terry set his career high in home runs with 28 and batting .350 with 117 runs batted in. He was also named the team's manager in early June, replacing the legendary John McGraw. He had 3 home runs in a game in a losing effort against the Brooklyn Dodgers, and the team finished 6th place, going 55-59 under Terry. Oh, come on, people. I do not want you either. Of course, all these browsers would go away. Wish I had a professional person here that could restore my computer the way I want it and not have 50 bazillion different browsers in it, like Microsoft wants to put on your computer. Okay. 1933 World Series Championship. In 1933, Terry's first full season as a manager, the team won the National League pennant and the World Series. Although as a player, Terry missed a month early in the season with an injury, and he still hit .322. And it was also the first season of the All-Star game for which Terry was chosen as a starter and in which he got 2 hits. The Giants once again faced the Senators in the 1933 World Series, which they won 4-1. Terry went 16 for 22, hitting a home run in Game 4 off Monty Weaver. Despite an off year, Terry still finished 4th in the MVP voting, perhaps gaining votes for managing the team to the championship. The Giants' first since 1922, the year before Terry's MLB debut. As far as his career winding down, in 1934, Terry came back to put up big numbers once more, finishing 2nd in the National League and batting at .354 and in hits with 213 while finishing 7th in the Most Valuable Player Award voting. Go away. Let's see. I could leave all those. Oh, wait, we're almost here. Almost here, and then I can see some chats maybe. Don't die on me now. You're doing good. 1936 was Terry's last year as a player. Before the season started, the team had purchased Sam Leslie from the Brooklyn Dodgers. Terry split time at first base with Leslie, with the newcomer getting the Lions' first share. It worked out well for the team as they again won the pennant, beating the Cardinals by 5 games in the World Series. Terry started all 6 games, but batted just .240 with no extra base hits, and he had 5 runs batted in, but that was not enough, as the Giants lost to the New York Yankees 4-2. Okay, there we go. Okay, I see everybody now. Okay, let me scroll back up here. I think I can catch up with everything here real quick. There we go. Okay. What is this? No. Oh, my word. Okay, there we go. Guessing. Bernie says thanks. Chuck Nasty, Posada. Hey, how are you doing, Chuck? Well, I'm doing great. My baby girl is 16 days old today. Oh my word. Robert, you got a little girl now? 16-day-old daughter. That is cool there, Robert. I am happy for you to have a little one. Hello, Don. Your timing this week is confusing me. Late and I'm early, and now I'm early and I am late. Congratulations. That's awesome. What is this one? Oh, Stamps Connect. I don't need you. It's still loading up my computer. That's why. Chuck says that. Thank you. Birds in my car. God is great. By the way, you should be getting my package soon, Robert, for your latest installment. I'm going to have to send something for your daughter soon, not just you. We'll get her into baseball at a young age. How's that sound? All right. God is great. I don't think. No, I'd say. Yeah, I did. I'm reading all the chats right now, though. But that's cool. That is cool. So let me continue on here. The Brooklyn Dodgers. Terry split time at first base with Leslie and the newcomer getting the lion's share. It worked out well for the team as they again won the pennant, beating the Cardinals by 5 games in the World Series. Terry started all 6 games, but batted just .240 with no extra base hits. He had 5 runs batted in, but that was not enough, as the Giants lost to the New York Yankees 4-2. The remaining managerial career. Terry retired as a player after the 1936 season, but continued to manage the Giants until 1941. He also held the title of general manager of the Giants from September 7, 1937, through the end of the 1942 season. The Giants won another pennant in 1937, but they lost another World Series to the New York Yankees 4-1. The team finished third in 1938, but never again finished in the first division under Terry, finishing fifth, sixth, and fifth in his last 3 years as manager. Terry resigned as a manager after the 1941 season and named Mel Ott, his teammate since 1926, as his successor. As far as ownership career, after retiring from playing and managing, Terry settled in Jacksonville, Florida, where he owned a successful Buick automobile dealership and purchased the Jacksonville Braves Double-A team in 1958. That's good. That's the year I was born. Okay. As far as his career summary, over his 15-year career, Terry posted 7 seasons with 100 or more runs, 6 seasons with 100 or more runs batted in, 6 seasons with at least 200 hits, and 9 consecutive seasons batting .320 or higher from 1927 to 1935. Additionally, he posted 3 seasons with at least 20 home runs, including a career high of 28 in 1932. Terry retired with 1,120 runs scored, 154 home runs, 1,078 runs batted in, and a .341 batting average. He also currently holds the record for the highest career batting average for a left-handed hitter in the National League at .341. Terry was also one of the best fielding first basemen of his era, compiling a .992 fielding percentage. Terry accumulated 7 5-hit games and 4 44-hit games in his MLB career. As a manager, he led the Giants to 3 National League pennants and a World Championship. In 9 full seasons as a manager, he only had a losing season twice while finishing in the top 3 of the league 6 times. No Giants manager would lead them to 3 league pennants until Bruce Bochy did nearly 70 years later. As far as baseball honors, let's see, why is this? Okay, there we go, I see it. Let me close that. I must have opened that somehow by accident. Okay. I have captioning on. Okay. All right. Terry was inducted to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1954. In 1999, he ranked number 59 on the Sporting News list of the 100 greatest baseball players. I was a nominee for Major League Baseball All-Century Team. The Giants retired Terry's uniform number 3 in 1984, and it is posted on the facade of the upper deck in the left field corner of Oracle Park. Bill Terry is mentioned in the 1949 poem Line Up for Yesterday by Ogden Nash. I'll read this short little poem for you. Line up for yesterday. T is for Terry, the giant from Memphis, whose 400 average you can't over emphasis. Ogden Nash Sports Magazine, January of 1949. There you go. That is William Bill Terry's biography. Now let's go over his stats for his Hall of Fame induction. So Bill Terry, again, was a first base manager. He was born October 30th, 1898 in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States. He died January 9th, 1989 at the age of 90 in Jacksonville, Florida, in the United States. He batted left through left. His MLB debut, September 24, 1923, for the New York Giants. His last MLB appearance was September 22nd, 1936, for the New York Giants. His MLB statistics, his batting average for his career was .341. He had 2,193 hits, 154 home runs, 1,078 runs batted in. He had a managerial record of 823 wins and 661 losses, giving him a .555 winning percentage. As a player with the New York Giants in 1923 to 36, and as a manager for the New York Giants 1932 to 1941. His career highlights and awards: 3 times All-Star 1933 to 35, World Series champion 1933, National League batting champion 1930, San Francisco Giants number 3 retired. Again, a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Bill Perry. So hopefully you all enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. There we go. What else do we got in here? Dun, 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 dun. I'm listening. Strike, Don. Titus. God is great. I don't think no one can see the chat. Yes, I saw it. Got up. Looks like I'm caught up with everything going. It's going. I'm working water polo playoffs. Oh, there we go. Water polo playoffs. That's neat to see that you enjoy the sports there. Sean, the Jedi Master. All right. So we are at the end of our stream for today, now that my computers are working more properly, that's for sure. Now I got that turned on. A little bit late now. That's okay. All right. So other than that, let's go ahead and go for just a little bit here. And all right. Let's go ahead and start the end of stream. 2-minute warning. At 2:50, we'll go ahead and close up shop for today. And then we will come back tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow at the end of the stream, we'll be doing the drawing for the 10 prizes, or the 10 levels of prizes. Remember, if your name comes up more than once on the wheel, you will get to a higher tier, which means a bigger prize that's sent to you. It's all chosen by me, but it's as long as I know who you collect or who you like to collect and stuff, I will try and make it tailored to that product. Okay, and I might do it a little bit differently this come around, but when we get to the we're gonna be doing an October November giveaway. So if we for the Christmas one, I might make it holiday related. How's that sound? I will try my best to make it holiday related this year. Okay. And we should know this winter who's going to be nominated or at least up for election into the Hall of Fame in 2025. But I'm pretty sure it's definitely going to be Ichiro. So I've got Sean, I've got Bernie, I've got Chuck. So far, let me get it ready here. Okay. And whoever got their names in there at that 2-minute warning is doing good. All right. Let's go in here and I'll get you in there, Space Case. I know you were here. Let me get Space Case, Sean the Jedi Master, Chuck Nasty, Huber, God is Great. Then I've got Cards in My Car, and I've got Bernie. Right. I think I've got everybody here so far. So let me turn the camera around real quick before I do sign off for the day. So you can see my smiley face. This is Don Blomdahl, Hall of Fame and more with Hall of Fame Biography episode 299, William Cherry, and our trivia for today. Don't forget, tomorrow we will be doing Frank Thomas. He's right here in my box here. We'll be doing Frank Thomas's biography and a whole lot of cards for Frank Thomas. That's who we'll be doing tomorrow. I'm going to try my best to be here at 2:00. If I am running late, we will get it done. My wife has another doctor's appointment tomorrow, but it's in the morning early enough, so I should be back in time. Okay? So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed night. And we'll be sure and see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But if I'm running late, as soon as I can, I will go live. Okay? So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And again, we'll see you around the channels. Bye for now and take care. Have a wonderful and blessed night.